Well, let's talk Arsenal on Match of the Day 3, where they weren't at their fluent best against Bournemouth, but they got the 3 points.
By no means, chappers. Only 3 shots on target, 3 goals. Yes, it was a very important victory, though, because looking at what Chelsea, Man City have done over the weekend, Arsenal needed to respond to that. They certainly did. Just to look at their team, you look at the compartments and you say the defence looks solid, you say the top 3 look pretty decent, and midfield is a concern, it's a worry. And it was ironic that Jack Wilshere sitting in the stand. Maybe would have been the answer this season, but of course he's on loan to Bournemouth.
Because you could argue, couldn't you, that he's just making full use of the squad that he has available, if you were being positive. If you were a bit more, as Martin said, it's a concern, you could say he's still searching for his best combinations.
Yeah, possibly. And rotating the players is good because it keeps everybody happy, everyone getting game time. But for me, I agree with Martin. You know, I feel Jack Wilshere would have been the perfect replacement for Santi Cazorla. And with him injured, they tend to lose a lot more games and don't play as well as they can do with him in the team. So it's a big miss for them. But it's 3 points, and like we said, they've got the rotation and then they've got the points in the bag. With
everybody fit, if everybody was fit, is he purely looking for somebody to play alongside Santi Cazorla in that midfield too? Because you look at the stats, since the start of 2014-15 season, Arsenal won 65.5% of Premier League games with Cazorla starting, compared to 41 when he hasn't.
It's quite remarkable. The little man there pulls the strings. He's the one who's brave. He wants to receive the ball and play, and it really is.
So it's him plus one, when he's fit.
It looks that way. And whether or not, you know, the manager, Wenger, saw at the start of the season, but it's going to be him because Cazorla won't be injured again, because he was out, of course, for large periods of last season. And it was a gamble. I know why Jack went. He has to play football, you know, and get back playing. Of course, he only plays every 7 days when he's playing for Bournemouth. At Arsenal, he'd have to be available every 3 days. So I just feel now that if you're not going to play Xhaka, well, there's a massive hole in that Arsenal midfield when Cazorla's not there. And
that's even the more used to use him every 3 days and let him rest for the second game in the week.
But Wenger wants to have, back in the day, it was Petit, Vieira. He wants those guys available. That's the sort of engine room of the team, and to not be available only for every 7 days really is not good enough at a big club like Arsenal.
Could you say to Jack Wilshere, learn off Santi Cazorla, or is that a little bit patronising maybe now at Jack Wilshere's stage of his career? Could you have said that, say, 4 years ago, but now he's in his early to mid-20s, is it?
It's too late, I think, to say that. You can still learn. Listen, you never stop learning until you retire. And even now, you're still learning about different facets of the game. But I would say that if Jack was to watch him, he could definitely learn a lot just about scenarios on the pitch, when to play it easy, when to, you know, maybe try that penetrative pass. And I think if Jack was at Arsenal, he really would be benefiting if he was playing every 7 days.
The problem is that Arsenal seem to have a group of number 10s. Ozil plays there, that's him nailed on. And then after that, Ramsey would want to play there, Jack would want to play there. I think Jack has played deeper for England, and he could definitely do that for Arsenal. I see no reason why he's not better than the guy who's been brought in to replace him in Xhaka.